Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is watch along time once again. It is England versus Italy, and the Three Lions have the opportunity tonight to qualify for Euro 2024 against the country that beat them in the final of the last one. Welcome along to tonight's watch along. Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Do make yourself known down there in the comments. It is England versus Italy. We did the Australia game on Friday night, wasn't it? That was a friendly. This one is a competitive one and indeed an important one. A win for England does send them through. Qualified already, I think, still with a couple of games remaining in this qualifying tournament to get through to Euro 2024. We'll go through the narrative. There is a poll going at the moment. Get your predictions in. Predict the outcome. At the moment, right now, it will change. 59% England will win. 23% Italy will win. 18% on a scoring draw. And my favourite part of that, 0% on a goalless draw. We will take that. Let's say some hellos and then we'll get into all of the stories and the team news and all of that good stuff. Evening to Jules, Lorcan, Alistair, Ewan, UTCIAD, Bournemouth fans channel, attended an event in France. Channel 4 doesn't work. Relying on you. We will try our absolute damnedest to tell you the story of what is going on tonight. Evening, James, as well. And James has mentioned the team news. We should get into that. We'll do that right now. We'll just say a couple more quick hellos. Walking somewhere. Annie, welcome. Nick, welcome. Great to have you all along. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours watching the Three Lions. Hopefully, we get the good version. It's a bit mixed with England, isn't it? Sometimes they're thrilling and excellent. Sometimes they're not. Let's get into the team news. Mark, welcome. Dave, welcome. Great to see so many familiar names. Right, teams. And this will, as always, with England selections, get the tongues wagging. In goal for England, Jordan Pickford of Everton. He is very much Southgate's guy. As is Kieran Trippier, who is over at left back. Plays right back generally, but like a player we're going to mention in a minute, never really lets England down, does he? And brilliant on the set plays, Trippier. The one that always gets tongues wagging every time he's in the team, Harry Maguire, is in from the start. Again, not being selected for Manchester United. Again, never really lets England down. I understand both sides of that particular argument. I'm not entertaining any other side of the argument of John Stones has to play whenever he is fit. He is Maguire's centre-back partner and his Manchester City teammate, Kyle Walker, down that right-hand side in defence. The newly elevated, if you believe in that, Declan Rice of Arsenal is partnered with Calvin Phillips. Is this the future now? Post Henderson, it's going to be Phillips and Rice. Another Man City name, front right, Phil Foden coming in off the right-hand side on that left foot of his. Marcus Rashford doing the exact opposite, coming in from the left onto his right foot, I guess. And the main man now, isn't he? Jude Bellingham, who absolutely thrilled us all with his performance against Scotland. We love watching Jude. We love watching Harry Kane as well because he's the England record goal scorer. He is now a Bayern Munich player, of course, and he starts up top, as he tends to, for England. Get your thoughts in on the team. On the bench, Grealish, Bowen, who did himself no harm the other night, Watkins, Gallagher, Maddison, Henderson, Colwill, Dunk, Gay, Trent, Ramsdale, and Johnston. We'll go to the comments in just a minute. Let's do the Italian team. First off, it's Donnarumma, who really in that penalty shootout was one of the key guys. I don't really want to think about that game. Heartbreaking, wasn't it? He's the captain for Italy, the PSG keeper. Di Lorenzo, if I'm remembering this right, in the Euros, started the tournament brilliantly and then got injured at right back. Scalvini, not one I'm massively familiar with, but I'm very familiar with his team. Atalanta, 19 years old, playing at centre-back for Italy. You'd think he must be pretty good. Acerbi of Inter is his partner. And I believe, is this the only Premier League starter? I think it is, isn't it? Udogie of Spurs, the left back. I'm just double checking. Yeah, the only Premier League starter in the Italian 11. In central midfield, oh, Barella, he punished us, didn't he? That midfield three, wasn't it? Oh, dear, with, who was it? It was Jorginho. Who's the other fella in there? Verratti, wasn't it? Oh, God. Horrible midfield three to play against. Yeah, Cristante is in tonight from Roma. Frattesi is the other central midfielder. He is he's at Inter, but I think he's on a loan from Sassuolo, says my pad. Down the middle, up top, Gianluca Scamacca of Atalanta, Berardi of Sassuolo down the right, and Stefan El Shaarawy in the left wing position. Get your thoughts in. Let me know who you're excited to see for England. Who are you scared to see in that Italian 11? On the bench, here we go. Raspadori, Keane, Orsolini, Di Marco, Bonaventura, Locatelli, Bastoni, Gatti, Mancini, Darmian, Mere, and Vicario. Get your thoughts in. Is the England team, is that England 11 good enough to win tonight and get us through? You can see the, let me bring it up in a slightly bigger view. Group C. So look, it is a 5-team mini league. So you play 8 games. The bottom 3 there have all played 6. So after tonight, everyone will have played 6. You can see Ukraine are the only team that could catch and overtake both England and Italy, thus meaning England could finish 3rd and not qualify. But if England were to win tonight, I think that's it done, isn't it? Because of the head-to-head against Ukraine, even despite that draw that we covered. I think possibly a draw could be enough as well. We will keep following as the night goes on, but certainly big chance for England to get this done tonight. Interesting look on the channel, isn't it? So I'm very blue. I just pinged that light on at the back and I haven't balanced everything out. So I'm blue, dabba dee, dabba da. Should we read some comments? Let's have a look. What are we going in the chat? Smash that like button. Absolutely. Hello, Stefan in France. Welcome. Beza Reza has got the logo by his name there. He is a member. You can join up in terms of membership. Evening, lad. Hope you and that Barnet are well. The Barnet's good. Look how grey the beard is now, though. It's hard work, isn't it? Math. Halfway up a mountain in Catalonia. Hoping my reception holds out like the England defence. That's tremendous. Ian. I'm in Ian's neck of the woods. He's a Rotherham fan on Friday, but I'm not going if this storm is as bad as we imagine it's going to be. Nick Nack, welcome. Alistair, excited to watch Jude. Absolutely. Only surprised Hendo not starting. I'm sure we will see him at some point tonight if this needs shoring up. 8+ yellow cards. Keep count of them for Jules. Penalty shootout. Exactly, Anna. Exactly. Most sensible comment of the night, that one. Thunderstrat. Would love to see a Ruthless. Oh, God, did you see AC/DC the other night? I know they're amazing and they're very, very old, but wasn't good, was it? And I do love them. Sorry, love to see a Ruthless side. Wouldn't we all? Hey? Callie recalling, slightly nervous about this game and that lineup. Do not really think Southgate is brave enough. Hope going to be wrong. I hope too, but you have a point. Let's scroll down a bit. Who's the Italian manager now? It's Spalletti, isn't it? Timmy, promised myself I wouldn't watch after the friendly. Here you are, Timmy. We love to have you here. Cheers to everyone for coming back. Really do appreciate it. We could get exposed at the back. We shall see. They're normally fairly shored up there with the with particularly, I guess it'll be Rice sitting and Phillips gets a bit further forward, doesn't it? Well read. Must have had a pizza tonight. I think it might be pizza night on Friday as well in this. No, Thursday, because I'm going to Rotherham on Friday. There you go. A draw will do it for us. Yeah, someone can explain that to me, I guess. Ukraine, when do they next play? Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. This spine gave us our better performances in tough away games, so quite a fan, despite the obvious thoughts on James Ward-Prowse's absence everybody has. What else have we got here? Ewan, 50 years today. England drew with Poland. Was that 50 years ago? Holy hell. The Polish keeper, what was he called? Tomaszewski? Is that right? Oh, excuse me. Highlight of the last watch along was the like spike. We'll do a like spike in a bit. So, in fact, should we do one right now? If you're in the chat and you're watching and you haven't already, you have got 9 seconds to hit like. Okay, we are on 21. Let's see if we can get up to 30. Got 9 seconds to hit the like button. Everybody hit like. Go. Thank you, everybody, as ever, for your support. Hopefully, we'll see that number jump up. There it goes to 30, exactly as we had hoped. Thank you, everybody, for your support. You rock that Barnet well. There you go. Comment of the day. Bellingham and Kane, hopefully the difference. They often can be. Not Clement Turpin. I'll have to see him. I can't quite remember. I have to admit, I love the Italian national anthem. I love how they sing the Italian national anthem. They properly go for this. What's I hear about Russ and a bow tie, Ben? I have a bow tie, Dave. Yes. We'll talk about that privately. What else have we got? At least that 1973 game. Well, we try and keep it positive. Who gave thou, I thought that said, permission to go to Rotherham? Is Shaylee covering on the watch along then? No, she's. Can you imagine? I can imagine a list of things Shaylee would rather do than watch Ipswich play at Rotherham. Right. We've got 2 minutes before we kick off. Shall we get our predictions in? At the moment, the poll, 55% England to win, 21% Italy to win. Let's get your predictions in now. So you've got 16 seconds to get your watch-along predictions in. Give me the teams and the scoreline, just so it's nice and easy to read. Predictions in, everybody. 16 seconds starts now. Get your predictions in for this one. I want to read as many of them as I can. Here we go. Right. 1-1, 2-1 England, 3-1 England. 0-1, 97 repeat. Tom, I was at that game, unbelievably. 2-1, James, 3-0 England. 2-1 England, 2-1 Italy. 1-1, 1-0, 1-1. Come on, England. Well said, Thomas. 1-1 draw. 4-1 to England. Someone was getting so cross with me for saying England the other day. Some people got no sense of humour, have they? 1-0, 3-1, 0-0, 5-1 to England. That sounds good to me. A couple more to put up here. I think we're going to a minute's silence or a minute's applause here for the two people who are sadly no longer with us after the Sweden game the other night. Guys, if you don't mind, obviously I believe in free speech, but if we can keep away from the political discourse, it doesn't really work in terms of, things flowing nicely. Everyone's entitled to their views and their opinions on what is going on in the world at the moment. But if we can try and keep this about the football, I just think that might be best all round in this particular space, if that's not too dictatorial thing to say. Thank you very much for your kind of, hopefully your responses on that. And we are into the minute silence as ever. I'll keep talking. Please feel free to pay tribute in any way you see fit in the comments. And I think we are away. Thank you for your support on that. Yeah, thank you. And look, you know me. I'm all for free speech. I don't mind anyone having an opinion on anything, really. I just feel that anyone can have an opinion on anything, but it doesn't mean that everybody has to have an opinion on everything at every single time. If that all says. No, thank you, guys. And yeah, that's a good point. That's all it needed was John Stone's shake of the head, isn't it? Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support on that. I hope you understand my take, and that is obviously with all sympathy for what's going on in the world and what happened there the other night. Right, we are off. Enough of this heavy stuff. There you go, Jacob. Exactly. Talk about sport and come on, England. Exactly. Mike, welcome. He says 1-1. Look, he's got the logo. Wrong way. There we go. Hit join. You can join us in the WhatsApp group. Join us on the roundtables. And actually, we need to get some more halftime guests on. I need to be a bit more proactive with that and get that organised. So we're watching on Channel 4. I'm on a TV feed. By the way, you should have heard Shaylee's reaction when I told her that Bake Off had been preempted for this nonsense tonight, hey? No Bake Off until tomorrow. What happened there? Fouled by Phillips. Oof. High foot there. Gets away without a yellow. Early doors there, Calvin Phillips. But yeah, do hit join. Really, really helps us out. And we'd love to get to know you better in the WhatsApp group and on the round tables as well. And here, I'm not at Ashton Gate next Wednesday. I'm working just across the road over there. If it had been a Tuesday, I reckon I could have wangled that one, but alas, no. Stepsy Hatter up the Luton, eh? England to win 2-1. Right, let's try and get a hold on this. Declan Rice has the ball, and Italy in a very compressed, won't call it a low block because it's squeezed a little bit, but certainly a sturdy looking defensive shape, let's just say. Can't get used to football being on 4. I know. But we are obviously, I'm an ex-colleague from IMG last year of Jules Breach and a massive fan of hers. So if you don't like the coverage, leave poor old Jules out of it. That takes a biscuit, absolutely. No political discourse here. No one likes it. Well, quite. That's fairly straightforward, isn't it? I think we can all get behind that. Walker coming down the right-hand side. Walker gets the cross into the back post. And it was El Shaarawy chasing all the way back the winger. Look like they got back 6, don't they? With the wingers coming all the way back to join the back 4. I know maybe we get a little bit lost being England fans living in England. This is what the rest of the world thinks they have to do when they face us, by the way. Harry Maguire's name being sung. Well, that makes a change. That's good news, surely. Yeah, thanks, guys. Highly recommend joining up and coming on the round table. Well said, Dave. There you go. You can chew the fat with good old Dave, who doesn't have much to chew on with QPR at the moment. I did a video about Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham and QPR today. If you want to check that out another time. Rashford, England the better side to start this game. Foden knocks it off to Rice. Now here's the man, Bellingham. Bellingham tries to beat Di Lorenzo, goes both ways. Bellingham floats it in, headed away. It's going to be... has that gone out for a corner? Jude trying to get the England fans a little bit noisier. Rice, Stones to Walker. So tell me this, am I being naive here? Are England the better side? Or is this the trap being laid by the Italians? A lot of knowledgeable opinions on the round table and me. Stop it, he's being modest, hey? I hope Calvin has a solid game. He was tops in the Euros last time. Zola, best Italian player to play in the Premier League. That might be true. Can anybody think of a better Italian in the Premier League era than Zola? I'm struggling. Fancy some beer halftime. That's every football match, isn't it, hey? Bellingham has 10 in 10 for Real. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Why always me? Are we talking Balotelli? Viali? Taibbi? Watched it. A caveat, if Ainsworth does go, does make a difference, good or bad club, very quiet. Di Matteo, keep your shouts in. Best Italian to play in the Premier League. I'm still not thinking anyone's topping Zola. Switch of play attempted out to the left, nodded down by Udogie of Spurs. That is going back to Pickford. He's going to have to kick that. And he leans back. If that's supposed to say Di Canio, that's not a bad shout. Di Canio. El Shaarawy dives in on Rice, but Rice just swats him aside and comes away with the ball. Well played there, Rice. And Kane wins the throw-in. The guy at Borough with grey hair, Ravanelli. What a player. Woof. Maguire. Into Calvin Phillips. Massimo Macaroni. Wow. Yeah, Roberto Baggio would have been up there if he'd come, wouldn't he? Ravanelli or the late Gianluca. I'm still having Zola over all of these, by the way, guys. Other opinions are allowed, of course. But some great shouts coming in there. Oh, Sereni, God. Ugh. Nice chap. Terrible signing. Stones knocks it into Foden. Foden gets a little clip on the ankle. Hopefully he is okay. Nonto will be. Got to get back there first, hasn't he? Rashford. Rashford knocks it inside. Kane. Ooh. Oh, Phillips tries to knock it on. Surely Rashford was offside there. It's a handball shout from Rashford. Still kind of got in each other's way there, didn't they? Which worked out for the Italians. No, it doesn't hit his hand, does he? It's going to be a corner to England, which Phil Foden is going to take. Outswinger left-footed. He's lobbed that. It's a good corner, actually. All the way to the back. Uncontested with Stones. Tries to head it back to Maguire, but the Italians clear. What a touch by Stones. But then Udogie just takes it off him. England looking pretty decent so far. Oh, that's not a good challenge by Phillips. He can probably get a yellow card for that, won't he? You know, he fell over as he went into it. Yeah, I think I'd have booked him for that. It's Fratesi. I don't think he does slip. I think it's just a bad challenge, that from Calvin Phillips. Yeah, he's completely mistimed it. Remember, careless, foul, reckless, yellow, excessive force, red. So I think that's probably about right, isn't it? Carbone, that's a shout, isn't it? What a player. Cudicini. Time and anticipation off. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Macarena, remember his goal v Ball. Sent Borough to the European final. I was there. Tremendous. Stoyer, indeed. There you go. What's Phillips doing? It wasn't a good tackle, that, was it? Just completely mistimed that. Oh, here we're going to get another yellow card come out now. The most obvious yellow card you're going to see today. I think that's what the referee's laughing at. Udogi stopping the counter attack was always going to get booked for that. Just a rugby tackle on Phil Foden. Who knows if he hits the deck there, his opponent there is going to get a yellow card. Yeah, there's 2 out of the 8. Who was on the 8 yellow cards? It was Jules, wasn't it? Good evening, John. One constant is England side. All attacking pieces end up on Maguire's head. That is very true. Rashford, I was going to say nice turn, but he just overhit it. And Cristante came and nicked it off him. Di Lorenzo, long one forward. And here's the danger of the quick counter. Knock back inside to Berardi. Cristante's got it in central midfield. England, decent defensive shape. Cristante. Can Kane nick that? Yes, he can. Nearly. Is that the 19-year-old at the back there? Nearly got caught out by Harry Kane. Scalvini of Atalanta, a 19-year-old playing against our captain and all-time top scorer. Do you like that? Blades Ramble. Hope you will. Check out Blades Ramble, as you can imagine with that title. A Sheffield United channel. I was on it, actually. But don't just go on it to watch me. How do you think Coventry will do against Bristol City, Rotherham and West Brom? Bat that back to the chat, I think. Right, this is a good shout. Roberto Mancini. Now, of course, he was only in the Premier League for a short while with Leicester, wasn't he? But he's equal probably to Zola in terms of level of player. But what he did when he was in England wasn't anything near Zola, was it? But now you're talking the same ballpark. The cyber leader West Ham, watching from Bangladesh, late night. Free kick, England, 11:30 on the clock. Rashford hits the shot. Decent effort there. He really smashed that. It was dipping, but Donnarumma is 8 feet tall and probably has a wingspan of the entire goal. Not a bad strike that, though, by Rashford, was it? Hell of a way out. Really dipping nicely. You can see the fans behind the goal getting up and having a look at that one. Are we just doing best ever Italian players? Maldini, Baggio, Del Piero, Buffon. They've had some ridiculous players. Baresi as well. Maguire knocks that one back into Pickford. As a championship player ever represented England in a competitive game. When was it that Bothroyd got called up? I know Mickey Gray got called up, didn't he? And Kevin Phillips. But that was, if we're using the word championship literally, that was pre-2004. I think Bothroyd was the last, wasn't he? Is that right? But I don't know whether he played in a competitive game. Not back inside to Pickford. These kits are giving me PTSD. Stop it. I thought you said that game didn't happen. No penalty shootouts. I don't remember. Foden. Phillips. Walker. Good defending by Italy. That's good press. Walker did not like that tackle. Understand that. Who was the one who got twatted by Zidane? That was Marco Materazzi, who I saw get red carded in an FA Cup game for Everton against Ipswich. Beppe Signori, wow. What a baller. Scalvini knocks that one back home. I think Channel 4 just popped up the possession. 68%. Yeah, Jorginho was very good in the Euros, wasn't he? Already mentioned that midfield that probably won Italy the final in the end, didn't they? Barella, Verratti and Jorginho. Scored one of those penalties as well, didn't he? Right, I'm stopping talking about it. It's too painful. Ooh, Donnarumma. Nice feet there with Harry Kane. Circling. That could have gone wrong, couldn't it? Nice play through the press. And here comes Udogie from left back. Really good carry by him. El Shaarawy inside. Is that going to make it to Di Lorenzo? No, it's gone past him. But Berardi to Di Lorenzo. Oh, they're going to score. And the Italians have taken the lead. The big counter-attack. It's a really good carry by Udogie of Spurs in the first instance. He brings it down the left. That draws all the England players across. It goes the other side. It's crossed in by Di Lorenzo. I wondered whether it would get cleared. And Scamacca has smacked it in. And the camera's just gone on Donnarumma. Good bit of directing by Channel 4 because he did play that one past Harry Kane. Oh, I wonder if Rice could have intercepted that. They're not in a bad shape. Don't know who to go with the run. It's a little bit of luck on the near post, I have to say, because there's a swing and a miss. Who has a swing and a miss on the near post there? Fratesi looks like a good dummy in the end, but he wasn't dummying that at all. Easy finish for Scamacca, who didn't quite know what to do, getting a tap in at Wembley. But, yeah, and there's the Italian end. Have come in, nicked a goal, and they lead 1-0. In fact, that game in 97 I was at, if anyone's got a second to look it up, did Gareth Southgate play in that game? If anyone can bung me in the 11s for England 0, Italy 1, where Zola scored from Wembley in 97, I'd be fascinated to see them. The Italians lead. Get your thoughts in. Carved us open there. Yeah, it's a decent counter, wasn't it? I'll give him that. First attack. Yep, pretty much. Oh, Christ. Surprise. A counter attack, a goal. There you go. That's the spirit. England 5, Italy 1. Well, that will make their defensive work a little bit more fun now. They've got a goal to sit on, the Italians. What we shall do, I mean, let's be quite frank about this. There's not a lot of jeopardy in terms of England qualifying. They have to literally lose every single one of their remaining games. But can you get me a live table? Yes. So if you take a look right over to the right-hand side of that picture, you'll see the Italians will now draw level on 13 points, which will probably affect the seedings, won't it? Oh, Ukraine do play tonight. Okay, I didn't realise that. That's Ukraine's penultimate game as well. So as it stands, 3 points. Does that mean Ukraine are behind? Help me out, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Berardi down the right now for the Italians, who, as you can imagine, have a little bit of spring in their step, don't they? Having taken the lead in this one. Cristante. I'm just going to drink some booze. Enjoy chatting with you lot, and we'll just put up with whatever goes on in the match, shall we? Yeah? Di Lorenzo. Ukraine are 1-0 down away to Malta. Seriously. Long ball, which El Shaarawy has nicked. Oh, crikey, they were nearly in again there. Italy, it's Frattesi, and Kyle Walker just gets his kind of leg across his body in front. Bit sketchy this last few minutes for England. They have gone behind, and Italy look right pumped after that goal. Malta 1-0 up. That won't end like that, will it? Surely. Southgate did play in that game. I thought he did. We were 1-0 down to San Marino once. Yeah, right. They come again, actually, the Italians. They're well on top now. Oh, nice little back hit. Oh, it's not a nice little back hit. He's just over-engineered that Barella. Too many notes, Mr. Mozart. But, yeah, Italy looking really good since the counter-attack and the goal. They've been dominant since then. England just need to get a hold of the ball, don't they? Nice one, Malta. So far. Keep your eyes on that one, guys. It's Malta. Long one forward to Skamaka, who tries to knock it back into the centre circle. But now England finally back on the ball. There's Bellingham coming deep, which I don't think any of us will mind seeing. If Bellingham could perhaps play centre-back, central midfield, up front and on the wing all at once, that would assist nicely. It's Spurs, lads. Italians have always been good when they pass to the ball. Right. Does Stefan deserve a visit to the sin bin for that dad joke? We'll put that out to the crowd. Stefan, that's appalling, and you know it is. It's nearly as bad as that. Let's hope they don't molt under the pressure. Oh, dear. Please, no dad jokes. Leave them to me, ladies and gentlemen. Rashford. Italy back behind the ball. Been fairly comfortable the last 10 defensively, haven't they, Italy? Stones wins the foul. Open the Mark Ashton bin. By the way, John named it the Mark Ashton sin bin. Not me. I'm not getting involved in that stuff again. Stop this now. Donnarumma doing his best impression of Flackett. He did have lovely feet. Great feet for a big man. They'll be hard to break down now. Yep, they were going to be hard anyway, Paul, weren't they? But yeah, I don't disagree. Didn't we used to run a picture of President Trump with the sin bin? Oh, the halcyon days. Failure to win here. Spain and Hungary leapfrogging us in pot projections, sending us to pot 2. Does that mean we'll have to play someone good earlier in the tournament, Josh? Maybe that'll be better. Get them warmed up. We always seem to do well in tournaments. Don't play a good team until quite deep into it. And then lose to them. Obviously. Yeah, the sin bin, Beza, is for those people who mortally offend us with dad jokes and bad comedy. Here's Skamaka. Edge of the box drives that one not far wide. Good hit that with the left foot. Apart from in 66. No, very, very true. How far does this miss by? Well, he smashed that so hard, and the hard cam is looking through the side of the net. I thought that was closer than it actually was. I wonder, should we exempt people with the logo next to their name, members? I don't know, but then I'd have to exempt Patreons, which means I can't put some of the chief troublemakers in the sin bin. Here is Rashford into the box. Rashford skips around Di Lorenzo, but he's forced out towards the corner flag. Rashford tries to find Bellingham's cut out by Berardi. Be interested to see the heat maps of the two Italy wingers, Berardi and El Shaarawy. They have done a lot of defending, those two, making it a back six. We're now going to see this whapper from Donnarumma. Lovely feet, wasn't it? Straight up the other end they went. It is a bit of luck. I'm not doing them down. The air shot by Fratesi is a bit lucky, isn't it? But it's a good counter-attack. It's great from Donnarumma. It's a good finish. I mean, it's a simple finish, isn't it? Yeah, I like this. Members should be held to higher accord and know the rules. Absolutely. There we go. No need to exempt me from the sin bin. We've got to give the members their privileges, haven't we? Trippier. Channel subscribers logo reminds me of World of Sport logo. Dickie. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, Jace. Stones. Little knock inside to Kane. Phillips. Trippier. Maguire. Phillips. Stones. Rice. Not finding very good angles despite all these passes being stacked up. Ian, welcome to you, sir. World of Sport, Big Daddy Giant Haystacks. That's tremendous. If I get put in the Mark Ashton bin, I'll wear the badge with pride. John is trying to set the world record for mentioning Mark Ashton. You need to be talking about Wayne Rooney, not Mark Ashton, John. You blue noses. Let us know what you think about that. If Richard, who signs up the other day, gives me his mobile number, you'll have some Birmingham Alliance in the WhatsApp group, John. It's a foul on Fratesi. Yeah, Trippier does him in such a way where he was never going to get a yellow card. Too pedestrian and predictable so far from England. Well, certainly since the goal. Yeah, agreed. Ask me in 5 games. That'll be the next international break, so I definitely will. Maguire. Phillips. Maguire. Stones is open and receives. Stones give and go with Foden. Oh, Stones is so good on the ball, isn't he? Stones could legit play midfield, couldn't he, for a Premier League team? The one round the corner from Rice. This is really good from England. Trippier crosses left-footed. There's the problem. Walker puts it back stick. It's going to fall to Trippier again. Lovely first touch. Much better cross with the right foot. Headed down by Bellingham. Easy save for Donnarumma. Really good from England up until the right-footed left-back had to cross on the run with the left foot. Yeah, he just hangs it up into an area, doesn't he? Is that Italian wine? Someone tell me. This is Dubonnet, which sounds very French, but I actually don't know. Someone Google Dubonnet. A fortified wine from somewhere. The real question is, why aren't you watching Massimo? Does that mean Australia on the other channel? Is he starting, Elliot? Kane knocks that one on. Bellingham's trying to go through. Oh, he's given a penalty. That did not look like a penalty. I'd be interested to see the VAR. If he's fouled him, oh, no, it's a genuine attempt to get the ball, so he won't get red carded, will he? Let's have a look at that. Was that a pen? Oh, no, it's a good call by the ref, yeah. Yeah, Bellingham's just too quick for him. Just first time I saw him. No, sorry. It's a definite pen. The first time from the angle, I sort of thought, has he got there first, and Bellingham's then gone over him. I think it's penalty, isn't it? I don't think the VAR is going to overturn that. Bellingham is just just superhuman, isn't he? He's even the pace and the speed to get away from him. I'll put my neck on the line. This is not going to be overturned, not having seen that replay. But of course, Donnarumma, very, very good on the penalties. And Harry Kane, a big penalty miss in the World Cup. Let's have another look. I'm pretty sure it's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. Isn't it? The problem is you see enough replays, you can convince yourself the other way around. Yeah, it's 100% penalty, isn't it? But the hard cam was blindside, so forgive me. They're still checking it. I can't see why. It looks pretty clear to me. Harry Kane is getting his head together. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a penalty to take. A free shot at goal from 12 yards very, very soon. Why are they taking so long? I don't see the argument for it not being a penalty. He's thrown himself in, slid in. Bellingham toe ends it. Declan Rice is explaining to Fratesi that no, he didn't get the ball. Yeah, it's a penalty. I don't know why it took them so long to check that, for goodness sakes. And yeah, well played to the ref. He was on that right away in real time. And rightly, yeah, the yellow card comes out, obviously. A few years ago, that would have been a red card, wouldn't it? But a deliberate attempt to play the ball, which that clearly was, inside the penalty area, is only a yellow card. Outside the box, it would have been a red if it was a denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Right. Referee, it is Turpad, isn't it? Just telling Donnarumma, huge, great unit. Keep your feet behind the line. And if I don't have to leave my bias at the door, come on, Harry Kane, please bloody score. Kane versus Donnarumma. Kane with the right foot. We've seen him put them every which way, but hopefully not over the bar. Here comes Kane, the normal process. He waits for the whistle. Kane scores. England 1, Italy 1. And there is the equalising goal. It's Jude Bellingham to the rescue. Again, great bit of acceleration to win the penalty. And Harry Kane, for those people who say he never scores for England against good sides, well, scored against the European champions. He's got them all in his locker, Kane. We've seen the lift down the middle, the drive low right, the drive low left. He's taken so many penalties. We've seen him score every single time, haven't we? Just if only he'd scored that one against bloody France. 1-1. How's the yellow card count going as well? You're seeing the penalty again. Bellingham just too quick. Nicely done. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. How many goals have been pens? Kane must have like 15 penalties for England or something crazy, mustn't he? Kane surely to bury this, and he did. England won. Italy won. England needed that. That was probably against the run of play, that goal, wasn't it? Or it certainly wasn't with the run of play, even if it wasn't against it. Foul by Kane, this time on Acerbi. Bellingham wasn't going anywhere. Donnarumma, yeah, that's the risk. I mean, I agree. That's the risk you take when you dive in, though. You're fully committed. You either win the ball or you're probably going to concede a penalty unless you get a bit lucky. Yeah, 4 more to go. I love Thomas in the chat. We love a bit of positivity here. Toxic positivity. I'm all for it. Berardi, other winger, comes inside. Berardi hits the shot, smashed into the nether regions of Harry Maguire, who does well to keep his arms down by his side. Winning the lot. It's coming home. Udogie slips that one into Berardi. Big appeal from those rascal Italians when wasn't their throw at all. 25th penalty for England. Well, I guessed at 15, 25. That's insane, isn't it? Australia 1-0 up. There we go. Italy a bit weak at centre-back. Yeah, they've got a great history of centre-backs. Someone remind me, I'm sure it was Cannavaro versus Shearer in that 97 game I was at. And Cannavaro won that one. Don't know who the other centre-back was. Someone stick the team up or I'll Google it at half-time. 34 gone. England won. Italy won. The other he missed was versus Kosovo at St. Mary's 2019. Into the box for Foden, who handballed it, didn't he? Just clipped in. Just bounced up awkwardly at Foden. It was a giveaway to begin with. Bellingham, little dink through. Up it goes. They're appealing it the other way, the England players. I'm not seeing that personally. Here's Scamacca. Berardi comes inside. Di Lorenzo again. Di Lorenzo crosses. Oof. Pickford didn't quite get there. I thought he was going to have a go at John Stones there, but he gives him a big high five. Ooh. Right, quiz time, everyone. From Sir Bobby's first game in charge in 82. By the way, check out my Sir Bobby Robson video. What year did England win their first penalty? I assume it's ages then, is it? Let's say 1991. Berardi takes the corner. That came off Maguire, didn't it? I think that's going to be an Italy throw. No matter how Jordan Pickford protests it. Similar situation to the goal there. Very much agree. Break down the left, switch to the right, full back forward. Low cross. Nearly goal. No goal this time. Dubonnet was first sold by Joseph Dubonnet. There you go. So it is French. So I'm drinking French wine. Oh, that's a good point, because they definitely got one in 1990. I remember that one against Cameroon, yeah. France 0, Scotland 1. Jeez. Is Billy Gilmore going to turn back into the greatest player the world has ever seen? Which he was after England, Scotland in the Euros, wasn't he? Apparently. Nothing against the guy, but the hype was a bit silly, wasn't it? Stones to Pickford. Quite nicely balanced this one now, isn't it? Excellent goal, to be fair. Is that the Scots goal? AFC Bournemouth fans. With Scotland qualifying, be sure to see more Championship. Yes. Dykes, Adams or Nisbet. Yeah, very much so. Scotland team always has loads of champ players in, doesn't it? That's a good question. It might have been too early for Nesta, King Leonidas. So can someone Google this for me? 1997, Wembley, England 0, Italy 1. What was the Italy team? I know Maldini was left back because he was ridiculous. And I know Cannavaro was centre-back. Zola obviously scored. I'd be fascinated to know who else I saw in that game. Because obviously I can remember it really well, can't I? Giveaway by Rice. Here's Berardi, who's looked dangerous down that right wing, hasn't he? Good carrier. Soon as I say that, he gives the damn ball away. Here's Rashford powering down the left-hand side. He's definitely got the beating of, I was going to say Delivio then. He might have been in that game. Do you know who else I think played in that? Ciro Ferrara. He might have been the other one. Or is it funny watching me be frustrated? I can see the entertainment value of that. What was the lineup you're after? 97, 0-1 at Wembley. Someone get it. How are we doing for likes, guys? 56 likes. Hit like if you haven't already. See if we can get up to 100 during the show. We often do, don't we? Little knock inside by Berardi to Fratesi. His shot is blocked. Trying to play straight into Skamaka. Now, here comes Foden driving through the middle. Bellingham into the box. Bellingham goes left and right. Runs into his man. Is that a clash of heads? Everyone says stop. Both players are down. Ouch. It's the two youngsters, isn't it? It's Scalvini, the 19-year-old centre-half, and Jude. Right, there we go. Peruzzi, of that great Juventus team. Ferrara, Benarivo, okay. Dino Baggio, Fabio Cannavaro, Alessandro Costa Curta. He must have been the other centre-back then. We'll get the rest of the team in a sec. Go on, Bezareza, you got this. Only way to stop Jude, knock him out. That's about right, isn't it? I can never tell which way Bellingham's going to go. And the good thing is, neither can any of the opposing defenders, which is very helpful. You can definitely go both ways or straight through you, as we saw there. Just doing the concussion check. He's absolutely fine, isn't he? See a bump on his head, though. Hopefully the other lad's okay as well. Right, there you go. Oh, Kaziragi and Zola up top, was it? Interesting. Delivio, Di Matteo, Albertini. Wow, what a player. So Conte didn't play. Interesting. Thank you, Bezareza. I saw some good players that night, didn't I? Matt Letitia started for England. That was one of the few games where Hoddle actually gave him a go, hey? Bet Bellingham nails him in a few too after that, I suspect. Right, Ukraine have equalised as we expected they would. Bellingham and Scalvini have had their concussion checks and they're both going to come back in. So Hungary are ruining the pot projections here. They're 2 down against Lithuania. Ugh. Bellingham and Scalvini back into the game. 42 on the clock. That'll add a bit of the old stoppage time in. I suppose we probably lost 2 minutes for the weird VAR check for the penalty, which looked a nailed-on penalty on one replay, didn't it? Udogie knocks that one down the line. Walker sweeps it up. Which current youngsters can you see playing for England at Euro 28? That's a great question. Throw it in. England Euro 28. It seems a long way away, but it'll be there before you know it. Some wonderful talent packed into that side. Would have loved to see it again. Well, apart from the Italians who scored early and just sat behind the ball and Italy does, but hey, there's the deal. Oh, here is Rashford. Rashford, edge of the box. Rashford gets past his man. Decent strike, that one. Couldn't quite find the far corner, but works Donnarumma. And he's definitely got the run on Di Lorenzo, hasn't he, Rashford? Di Lorenzo's already proved he can't keep up with the quick players in the England attack. It's going to be a corner for England, which Trippier is going to take right-footed. In it comes near post. Bellingham heads it up and over the bar. Colwill. Jacob Ramsey shouts for Euro 28. Archie Gray. Ben Sheaf. Love it. Best play you've seen live. Did they have to be good when you saw them? Because I saw original Ronaldo, but he only played for like 10 minutes and he wasn't fit. But he's arguably the best player. Best performances, actually, Paolo Maldini might be one of them in that game we've just been talking about. But there's a difference between best performance and best player. Maguire. Stones lifts that one into Bellingham, but Barella just cuts it out. Yeah, exactly like Shevchenko for Chelsea. Absolute baller for Milan, wasn't he? God. Bellingham masterclass from the brothers. I wonder whether that'll happen. Whether Job will join Jude, easy for me to say, in the England setup. Doing all right for Sunderland, didn't he? Scalvini. 3 minutes of stoppage time. We are 30 seconds in. I saw Pele play and escape to victory. Does that count? If you were there, then yes. If you just saw it on the TV, I'm not having it in. Slid in to Berardi. Udogie. El Shaarawy. Cristante, El Shaarawy. Decent from the Italians. They've pushed England right back here. Barella. Just keeping hold of it. We've got about 90 seconds left of the minimum stoppage time. Still got it. It's out with Udogie, who's against Foden. Little knock inside. This is really good football. Udogie hits the shot. Good save. Is it going to fall? No. Oh, goodness me. There was a complete air shot there. Really good football from the Italians there. Kept the ball for ages. And Udogie, who did well, the Spurs player. It's good save that by Pickford, isn't it? And there's a spin. Who was it? It's Berardi. Touch. Hit it now. Oh, and he kicks the ground. Oh. It's what I call the Ian Rush shot, that one, where you just got to spin and hit it. Just got to get it on target and you probably score because no one else will be set. Kicks the ground. Misses his kick. Ugh. Corner goes in near post. Headed wide, I think, by a Serbian. That will do us. 30 seconds minimum stoppage time left. And Pickford is going to collect the ball, take the goal kick, and the rest probably going to blow up for half time. Here comes Pickford to take the kick, expecting the whistle to go while it's in the air. And that is exactly what happens. Half time, get your thoughts in. Do some questions as well during half time. If you want to get a question in, topic for discussion for me, and then it can go out to the chat. Always fun. Get those in. So it's 1-1. I thought England started quite well, actually. Good counter-attack goal from Italy. Udogi and down the left, switch of play as fullbacks get forward quickly. Not that different from how Mancini played it when they did win the Euros. Scamacca with the finish. Italy were really good after the goal, and England hadn't really got back into it at the point where they won the penalty. So that was well timed. Bellingham, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was penalty, actually. I thought he slid through and he just poked the ball away. But the referee was right. Bellingham just got there first. And it's clearly a foul, isn't it? And don't quite know why it took them 2.5 minutes or whatever it did to check on the VAR. But hey, move on. They got the right decision in the end, which is all that matters, really, isn't it? And Harry Kane, right-footed to the keeper's left, smacks the penalty home for 1-1. Much of a muchness the rest of the half. I guess the best chance went to Italy, probably, didn't it? Let's put the numbers up, and then we can get your comments and get your questions in if indeed you would like to. So I'm just trying to find the numbers. There we go. Right. 54-46 on the possession. Fairly even. 1.05, 1.08 on the XG in Italy's favour. Very even. 3 shots on target to 2. Even. It's all very even, isn't it, according to the numbers? And the eye test doesn't really have it that much different, does it? Let's bring up the live table. Obviously, we haven't looked at that since it went 1-1. And I'm guessing Ukraine have now taken the lead against Malta. Is that right? Somebody tell me. Yeah, they must have, mustn't they? If they're on 13, they're on 10 to start with. So as things stand, Italy actually dropped to 3rd in the group. I don't know if they've still got to play the Ukrainians. Can bring the fixtures up if you wanna. So yeah, 6 played and then have 7. So Ukraine's upside would be 16, wouldn't it? Italy's upside would still be 17 with 2 to play. But if England were to draw, I think they're okay, aren't they, tonight? I know in terms of head-to-head, obviously it's a draw is fine because they beat Italy in the away game, didn't they? But it all gets very complicated. We're talking about pots and coefficients and seedings and nonsense like that. It's not nonsense, but you know what I mean. Italy v Ukraine, last game of the qualifiers. So everyone will hope it's all done before then. What have we got in the chat then? Any questions, any topics to talk about? Let me know. Shout out to former Newcastle defender Mike Williamson. I remember him. He's been named MK manager. Interesting. And that would have been Graham Alexander. Why did he get sacked then? They've been through some managers, haven't they? Who was it last season for MK? It was Manning to start with, then Mark Jackson, then this season Graham Alexander, and now Mike Williamson. So they had 4 managers in not much over a year. Not great down the road from me at MK. I saw George Best playing a Wolves shirt. Do you know, there's a picture. Someone will tell me in the chat, and if there's any Ipswich fans in the chat, there's a picture of George Best in an Ipswich shirt. I don't know whose testimonial it is, but he's definitely wearing one. I've definitely seen it. Best performance is probably Foden at Ashton Gate or Bale against Croatia in 2019. Anyone for a beer? I'll cheers you. I've got this French fortified wine, which I very much enjoy drinking. But when the alarm goes off at 6 tomorrow and Enid is already awake, I won't appreciate having drunk it. A mate of mine was an actor in Escape to Victory. Woof. He told me Stallone was jealous of Pele's popularity with the locals. Dear oh me. Imagine being good at football, but your brother is Jude. Best performance I've seen, Henri in the Invincible season. Henri is on that show with Gary Lineker and Micah Richards and Shearer, which would probably be quite good. France 2, Scotland 1 now. Interesting. What else have we got in the chat here? Next England manager to follow Southgate. God. I'll leave that one to the chat. I'm struggling with that one for sure. Best performance I ever saw live. Ronan Curtis for Pompey. I love ones like that. Away to Bury in the 20th. It's when I tell people, King Leonidas, that one of the best I've ever seen is Finidi George, who was awful for Ipswich, but on his home debut against Derby, oh my God. I think he got every bit of output out in that game and then basically never played well again, or rarely played well again. He was absurdly good in that game. What have we got in here? Best performance, Merson in Pompey's championship. Oh, is this the one at Millwall? Never ran once, barely moved from the same spot, set up 4 goals in a 4-0. Is that the one? Are you talking Millwall, Tom, where he got standing ovation off Merson? What else have we got in the chat here? Manager of the month in August, sacked in October. Fast world. Who was that? Was Eustace the manager of the month? Was he? I thought it was Maresca. Or are you talking about someone different? What else have we got here? For a team finishing 3rd in the Euro qualifiers, is there a playoff? Also, does the UEFA Nations League? Can I bat that back? Josh will know. See if he's answered in the chat. MK manager. Thank you. My bad. Sorry. There's a lot going on here. It's hard to keep up with all the conversation threads. I think George Best played for everybody. Look, he's played for Bournemouth and he's played for Fulham. What a player. Looking forward to Rooney's debut v Brum against his old mate Carrick. Yes. Might use that in my bold predictions tomorrow, Bezareza. We will see. Coventry, was it? Okay. There was one at Millwall as well. I think there might have been 5-0 as well, or something ridiculous. And all the Millwall lot applauded him off. Lee Tomlin versus Ipswich Goalfest. Yeah, not having that. Was there, Ben, but can't remember his testimony. You sound like me in this England-Italy game. I was there, but yeah, can't remember a lot of it. Bobby Robson's testimony. Well, there you go. Sir Bobby. Phillips reminds me a lot of Carlton Palmer. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear that. You're right, Ben. Merson got a standing ovation from the Millwall fans, and Pompey actually had an away. Oh, so there was no away fans in at the Den. Alex, is there any footage of that on YouTube? I'd love to see that. I think I've looked for it before and not been able to find it. So if you can direct me to if there's a good Millwall uploader that's got it. Best performance, Tarabd v Swansea. The Mick Nutmeg and curled one in. You love to see it. Jan Siri has entered the chat. Oh, he can come on. He can come on and I'll just mute myself and let him talk, for God's sake. Oxford to win League One. I'd need to double check the table, Paul, but the only League One game I've been at this season was Derby versus Oxford. And Oxford were very good and won 3-1. Was it 2-1 or was it 3-1? It was 3-1. Can't remember. 2-1, 3-1. Someone tell me in the chat. I was there. I can't remember. But yeah, they look really decent, nicely organised, and Liam Manning, despite what we said about MK, yeah, good manager. If there is, it'll be Gaza LDN. Okay. League One is Pompey's this year. God bless our chairman. God bless him indeed. I actually rated Palmer pretty highly. A lot better than most gave him credit for. Graham Taylor bloody loved him. And I'm a big Graham Taylor fan. So if it's all right for Graham Taylor, he's all right for me. Hey? Right. Are we nearly done with half time? Should we just have a look at some of the other international scorelines that you guys are telling me about, but I'm having no clue what's going on. I haven't got them set up to buzz on my phone. That's only EFL stuff. There you go. So Ukraine are 2-1 up at Malta. We believe they were 1 down. Lithuania 2, Hungary 0. That's a ridiculous scoreline. Serbia 1, Montenegro 1. Well, that's a local derby. No one mentioned that, did they? Grudge match. Finland 1, Kazakhstan 2. What is going on tonight? Northern Ireland 0, Slovenia 1, San Marino 0, Denmark 1. Any friendlies? Probably somewhere down here. Look at that, the might. Cambridge 0, Colchester 2. Kind of East Anglian derby of sorts there. If anyone follows that San Marino international account, very, very funny. They'll probably be screaming and swearing tonight, which amuses the childish sense of humour that I have. Next England manager, Eddie Howe. That's a possibility, isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't discount that. Get Bartia on the championship check-in. We'll see if Mr. Parkin's contact book works that far. I'm in his hands. It's taken an Oxford man to get Pompey playing. Are we talking John Musinho? Yeah, they haven't lost in ages, have they? Pompey under Musinho. I'd love Kazakhstan to qualify. Surely Borat, the Sacha Baron Cohen character, has ruined Kazakhstan in the eyes of many. I follow that account. Very funny. I don't think I follow it, James, or maybe I do. I can't think. But always pops up in my feed on international weeks, much to my amusement. Right. Second half is coming. I need to turn the little heater off I've got in here as well. So I'm going to give myself 16 seconds to do that. And I'm going to give you 16 seconds. Give me your predictions for the final score. Get them in now. The poll, 55% had England winning, 23 Italy. It's at the moment a scoring draw, which is only 14% voted for that. But score predictions in, please, for the final score. Stick the team names in as well. Helps me out. You got 16 seconds. I'm going to turn the heater off. Away you go. Get those predictions and we'll read as many as we can. God, do you remember those World Cup watch-alongs we did? We did tons of them. And it was freezing, wasn't it? It was in December and November. And I was in here at 10 in the morning doing watch-alongs. And oh, my God. Yeah, we had that little heater on. And the room kind of goes from absolutely freezing to this weird dry heat. But there you go. Right, let's get your predictions in. Where am I? Who's put that in? 68 days until Christmas. I don't want to know that. Right, where are we? Worrying about Christmas presents now. Right, here we go. 2-1, 3-1, 2-all, 2-all, 1-all, 1-all, 1-1, 3-2, 1-1, a 3-1. I'm not going to read these massive ones out that are coming in here. 2-1. There you go. Also, lockdown watch-alongs were great. Well, thank you. Do you know what, James? The most compliments I ever get when people meet me or talk to me is that, would you believe? I've been told, I don't know, countless times now, oh, Ben, I watched your channel. By the way, thank you for doing the watch-alongs during lockdown. I was bored stiff and not in a great place and appreciate you doing those. So, yeah, appreciate you saying that. Who was that? James. And that's the number one nice thing that people say to me when they meet me. So appreciate that greatly. We got any more predictions here? What have we got? 3-1, 3-2, 1-1. I like that one. Pete. England 2, 2-1. Bellingham in the 98th minute. I will take it for sure. Heart Christmas. So, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Does that count as Whamageddon for anyone? First time they've heard it this year. Lockdown games helped us all. Yeah. It was interesting, though, because we, at the Blue Monday event, we had Luke Chambers, the Ipswich captain, was our guest. He was brilliant, actually. But he did give the flip reverse of, oh, you're footballers, you'll be all right. Don't worry, just go and play. So, yeah, there were two sides to it. Whamageddon. Once bitten and twice shy. You took it, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? I don't know the words. And never did, but did a shoulder to cry on. Face on a lover with a dare in his... I don't know the words, do I? Evidently. What I do know is that these are the teams for tonight's game. We're into the second half, 1 minute in, as we break Whamageddon. Would it be childish of me to sing that song every watch along so Whamageddon is just done for everybody? Although, do you actually have to hear the real record played? You can't just hear some idiot singing it at you. Right, teams. Pickford for England. Back four, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Trippier. It's Phillips and Rice. Foden, Bellingham, Rashford, and Kane up top. For Italy, Donnarumma. Back four, Di Lorenzo, Scalvini, Acerbi, Udogi. Midfield three, Fratesi, Cristante, Barella. Front three, Berardi, Scamacca, the goal scorer, and El Shaarawy. Get it? Got it? Good. This is getting me all Christmassy. Don't fall out of the loft. Careful, Ben, you'll get demonetized. It wasn't accurate enough. None of the words were right. Dear oh me. Were it not for lockdown, do you think you'd still be a teacher rather than a superstar TV pundit? I don't know if I'm that, but yeah, I'd probably still be a teacher, wouldn't I? How weird to think about it. Dear oh me. The rules on absolute covers allow covers. Okay, does that not count as a cover? You know all the words, just not necessarily in the right order. I was trying to get that. It's on a lover with a dead at his heart. I love that bit. A soul undercover, and you tore me apart. Here comes Kane. Oh, Kane, lovely slide through. Foden first touch. Foden goes down. That's not going to be a penalty. Just runs into Udogi. What a first touch, though, by Foden. He's still down, by the way. And here comes an Italy counter. El Shaarawy. Acerbi. Is Foden up and going again? Can't see him in a wide shot. Is Bellingham going to be England's greatest ever player? Do you know, I hope he is, because that means he'll win us the World Cup if to overtake Bobby Charlton or Gazza or whoever. Where's Foden? Di Lorenzo's got it. Knocks it back inside. A little clip into the channel. That is a poor ball by Cristante. It was Kane to Foden. Loved the first touch. He just runs into Udogie. Where does he get hurt then? To be fair, Udogie... there is a challenge in there. I mean, I know not every coming together has to be a foul. I like Lonely This Christmas. Are we actually doing requests, are we? For we are, look, I like Blue Christmas. It'll be lonely. There'll be a blue. It's my Elvis impression. Just don't pronounce any of the consonants. My favourite is Hark the Herald Angels Sing, the carol. That's a banger, isn't it? Wow. Driving, stop it. We're not doing Christmas. I'll turn the keyboards on and we can do them properly with some piano as well. Christmas song requests on the 17th of October. It's not that far away. Who said it was? Someone said it was 68 days or something, wasn't it? Stones. Let's get back to the football, you lot. Kane. Oh, dear. I could have been someone. Phillips hits the shot from distance just over the bar. Well, so could anyone. Did look like a foul on El Shaarawy, but referee said no. Phillips, not a great shot, as it's down right down the middle and over the bar. Got to find one on the corners with that. Stop it. There's literally been about 25 requests. We will do the Christmas sing along. Here's a promise: whatever the closest watch along for Christmas is, well, I'll put the keyboard literally here, and we'll all bring some alcoholic beverages. I'll get drunk again. It's a bad sign, isn't it? And we'll do some silly requests. It'll be funny. The 12 watch along. That's good. That's got legs, Ian. The 12 watch alongs of Christmas. I don't mind that, actually. We're doing it. Oh, mistletoe and wine. Wow. Time for Santa. Time for snow. And then it's ready to go when it's Christmas time. Mistletoe and wine. Me and Shaylee, Fairy Tale of New York, charity song duet. What's this? Free kick to England. Can you name the 12 days of Christmas without cheating? No. 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. What's 6? 6 Lords of Leaping, is it? No, 7 drummers drumming. No, 8 Lords of Leaping. 7, 9. Nah. Someone needs to write a 2023 version. Is that the words? Fingers numb, faces aglow. Have you Googled this, Ian? I don't. You lot are Googling these, aren't you? There's no way anyone can do it. Right. It's getting ridiculous now with the Christmas chat. But we will do the sing-along. It'd be hilarious. In fact, I'm already excited about the Christmas watch-along. No, I'm just sad that I don't. Pretend you don't. Deliberately get one wrong, Ian. 7 Italians diving. I was going to say something very stereotyping then about driving, but I won't. In case we have any Italian viewers. Van Halen Jump. That's not a Christmas song, is it? Pickford knocks that one long, headed away. Maguire's got it back, and here is Rice. Suppose England will be happy enough with a draw. Will the Italians come out? Do you know what? A draw probably suits both, which is bad news for the spectacle of the game. Can you and Sam do a duet? That parking in a Santa hat singing, that's got legs, by the way. That's definitely got legs. Here's Rice. Stones. Walker. Phillips. Kane. Kane has it taken off him fairly and squarely by Barella. Acerbi knocks it down the line. El Shaarawy. By the way, if you are on Patreon or a member, it is the roundtable on Thursday night. Yeah, roundtable. I want to watch Elf now. Yeah, come and join us. If you want to come and chew the fat, shot from outside the box by Berardi over the bar in the roundtable, just join up on Patreon or sign up as a member. We'll stick you in a WhatsApp group as well. You just need to needs to be the join in tier above the donate one, and we can bring you on board. But we do appreciate all the people who've signed up on the donate tier as well. Everything helps out. Believe me, doing this takes a lot of time, and the money trickles in. So we appreciate every little bit of help we get from you guys joining up as members. And I can see a few of you here tonight. Love it. Barella knocks that one inside. Great tackle by Bellingham. Scamacca tries the same. Oh, Foden, lovely outside of the football. Bellingham's got a foot on that. Here he comes. Bellingham out to Rashford. Kane is arriving. Foden is arriving. Rashford drives it in. Oh, what a goal. It's a brilliant goal by England. There's a typical bit of Bellingham stupendous flip up and over in the middle. Rashford's brilliant in off the left-hand side. Smashes it in the corner. I thought he'd held on to it too long. It's a great goal by England. Love it, love it, love it. Bellingham, brilliant. Rashford, brilliant. Look at the tackle by Bellingham to begin with. Here comes the counter. Look at this from Foden outside of the foot. Whoop! See you later, says Bellingham. Out it goes to Rashford. It's a brilliant goal, this. Look. Carries it in off the left. Bosh! That is past Donnarumma before he can even see it. And that's probably one of my favourite England goals in a long while, that one. Rashford puts England 2-1 up. A frankly tremendous goal by England. Smiles all around. It's England 2, Italy 1. What do you think of that? A tremendous goal on 57 minutes by Marcus Rashford. Woof. What a goal. Goal. Yes, Bellingham is ridiculous, isn't he? Oh, what a goal. Goal. Bellingham at the heart of everything. Good. San Marino have equalised against Denmark. Yes, Rashford, what a goal. Keeper doesn't move. England playing like Leeds. Hate to rain on our own parade, but yes, San Marino. Bellingham, just so good, wasn't it? You have to say as well, Foden off, leaning right over outside of the foot, passed through the lines to set it all up. But Bellingham's physicality as well for both of the goals. He wins the penalty. There's the big tackle there. Look at that. Clean as you like on Barella. Here's the finish from Rashford. He absolutely leathers that, doesn't it? It's a great goal by Rashford. And Bellingham, there's not much point talking about him because we're all just repeating ourselves. But it feels a bit like Rooney in 2004, where you think this guy could win us the trophy. I think that's how we all felt about Rooney in that Euros before. Even Michael Owen in 1998, when you got that player at that time and you think, my God, no one is stopping that guy. Obviously, Owen lost on penalties after Beckham got red carded. Rooney got injured. Let's hope a similar fate does not befall Jude Bellingham. Cracking goal. Amazing goal from everyone involved. Brilliant goal. The San Marino fan account is going mental. Oh, I need to bring this up, haven't I? Right, let me just see if I can open Twitter in Chrome. What is that San Marino account called, guys? Let me type this in. It's probably going to be quite amusing. Oh, there it is. We need to see an interview with whoever runs this San Marino fan account. Tremendous. Right, here come Italy, and they need something from this game, don't they? Need to put their foot down and get a bit of attacking done. Just so the chat doesn't get triggered, England will bring Jordan Henderson on at some point. Please don't get too upset. It's obviously going to happen to shore up the midfield. Let's not get too triggered by it. I'm doing that thing you do with kids where I'm going to warn you nice and early. It is going to happen. Okay? Please don't get too cross in the chat. do me a solid. Here is Skamaka. Inside it goes. Phillips gets a little foot on that. Skamaka into the box, hits the shot straight at Pickford. 60 on the clock. We're going to get a couple of subs for the Italians very, very shortly. Tempo's gone up now since that second goal went in. I'm pretty sure I saw Bastoni getting ready, although he's a centre back. So I may be wrong about that. Bellingham is a freak. I think we all agree with that. Here's Rashford. He should be confident. Shoot marker's gone. Comes inside. Rashford hits the shot over the crossbar this time. You don't blame him for shooting, do you? Richard, welcome. Fresh from work. Send me your mobile number, Richard. I DM'd you today. We'll get you in the WhatsApp group. Right. We are going to get... we're going to get a triple sub for Italy, and John Stones is going out. I guess this has been agreed with Man City that he doesn't play the whole 90. He doesn't look hurt. That's Mark Gay coming in. So it's going to be Gay of Palace. We saw loads of him in the Championship for Swansea, didn't we? Right, and it's a triple for the Italians. The Serbi is going out. And yeah, Bastoni is going to come in. So 2 centre-backs out. So Bastoni in at centre-half. The left-back, Udogie, who was really good for the goal, is out. And DeMarco is in. Skamaka is out. And I think that is Keane up top. So I think they're all straight swaps for the Italians. Aha, we're all sorted. Nice one, Richard. San Marino leading the shot count. There you go. So, Gay in for Stones. Oh, here comes Foden. He's round the sub left back straight away. Here's Bellingham, who the Italians frankly can't get. Oh, there it goes. Bellingham taking the piss again with a drag back heel there. He loves it, doesn't it? Gray. So triple sub then. DeMarco has come on at left back for the Italians. DeMarco of Inter. Bastoni, centre half, another Inter player. And Keane of Juventus up top. Ex-Everton, says Ania. Here come the Italians with El Shaarawy. And Foden, that's good tracking back. Here's Bellingham. Seatbelts on, everyone. Oh, he's put it out. Barella's down. Scalvini, I was just going to say, Scalvini didn't get the memo that you can't do that anymore. And this ref's been good, actually, hasn't he? He just goes over and books him. He knows the deal. Again, it's not a good tackle by Phillips, who needs to be really, really careful, doesn't he? They can't look at that. Oh, no, they could, couldn't they, if they thought it was serious foul play? Which I don't think it is, but certainly would have been worthy of a second yellow, wouldn't it? And Phillips is on a yellow. Could well have been red carded then, couldn't he? I've warned you all. I'm going to warn you again. Jordan Henderson will come on and people are going to get cross, okay? And Gareth Southgate's probably thinking now Phillips is going to get himself red carded here. Get him out. Very lucky to get away with that one. Yeah, it's a definite yellow card, isn't it? He should be sent off, really, shouldn't he? I've held off for 64 minutes. Anyone else feel odd seeing an Italy kit that isn't made by Puma? I hadn't noticed, but I've got a lot going on. I assume it's a long-standing arrangement. Phillips accident waiting to happen. They should hook Phillips. It's probably about time now, isn't it? I do agree. Basically, the next time he goes in for a 50-50, he's going to get booked, isn't he? That's how these things tend to work. So I bet you we get Henderson for Phillips in the next 10 minutes, won't we? Oh, here come the Hungarians. Bellingham. Kane. Kane nearly goes for about 5 Italian players there. Ukraine on the brain. Insane in the membrane. PNW Lion. Short lunch break. Spend it listening to Christmas. Oh, dear. Looking forward to it. Denmark 2-1 up now. Southgate told Phillips, stop it, you lot. Stop it. Dear oh me. Oh, here's Foden to the edge of the box. Foden drives it. Good save by Donnarumma. Good effort by Foden. Foden's been decent, actually, hasn't he? Just couldn't find the corner there. Donnarumma is a tough keeper, though, isn't he? Absolute giant of a man. Pickford with a very ostentatious, slightly performative dummy there, but hey-ho, it worked. Maguire. Nice play by Maguire to Phillips, to Rice. It's excellent from England. Rashford. Rice has gone on a big overlap. Rashford drives forward. Rashford's still got it. Not the most convincing control. He's done well, though. Walker. Back to Rashford. He's still running, Rashford. Run, Forrest, run. He's back out with Walker. Foden edge of the box. Foden tries a very ambitious dink. Right, guys, I've warned you twice, so I don't need anyone getting cross about this. It's okay. Jordan Henderson is coming on. We all knew it was going to happen. I assume Calvin Phillips is coming out. Probably should have got a red card, Calvin Phillips, shouldn't he? Or a second yellow. But Henderson is in, as we all knew he would be. Stop with the booing. I don't want to see anyone getting grumpy about this. We're having a lovely old time, hey? I'm ignoring your boos, guys. I can see them, don't worry. Henderson is on. Maguire goes through Berardi way up the pitch. As we come up the 70th minute. Oh, there's that bit of skill by Bellingham. Someone get that gift up nice and quickly. You love to see it. Di Lorenzo. Right, can everyone stop booing, please? Especially booing me. That's very much not allowed. I'll put this one up because that would be quite funny if Henderson now got sent off. Although, remember, we did have the palaver with Maguire against Scotland and he scored a bloody own goal, didn't he? Dear oh me. Most noise Wembley has made all night. Oh, I don't know, Tom. I know what you mean. I've been to England, who did I can't remember who I saw. Poland, maybe? Czech Republic? I can't remember. But yeah, you do get a lot of people who don't often go to the football and it's a bit touristy and can be that type of crowd, if you know what I mean. Doesn't sound like Millwall or Portsmouth or Leeds or something like that, put it that way. Di Lorenzo crosses right-footed, big climb. That's Scalvini, the centre-half. What was he doing up there? They've recycled, loaded into the back post, headed down, well defended by Mark Gay. Italy looking dangerous. That's quality from Kane. Knocks it off to Foden. There's Kane again. Oh, he's so good at that, isn't he? Has anyone ever been better at coming short, shielding the ball and winning a free kick than Harry Kane? Absolute master. Free kick then to England. Knocked back into Gay. 72 gone. England are qualifying. I mean, that's a fair point. Jack Grealish probably wins more free kicks, but in a slightly different way, isn't it? Face on and drawing the foul. Kane's the master at hold it, wait for the tackle, down you go. Buff. It's Steve Claridge, that's a shout. Mark Viduka, now you're talking. I love these niche references. Foul on Bellingham. When are professional footballers going to stop saying, I got the ball after they foul somebody? It's like, yeah, of course you have the ball because you tripped the other fella up and now you have the ball because you fouled him. Mickey Quinn. Tremendous. Important news, guys. Morocco 2. Liberian nil. Liberian girl. You came and you changed my world. A love so complete. Liberian girl. Liberian girl. Know that you came and you changed my world. What a song. What a song. Are you still allowed to sing Michael Jackson? I remember suggesting, I'm sure he won't mind me telling you, a Michael Jackson reference when I was working for ITV. And I promise I did this before other people were saying it. It was Jaden Philogene. I said, put up. Christian used to put the puns up on the bottom of the screen. I said, put Philogene is not my lover. And this senior producer said, "Oh, Ben, we can't have any Michael Jackson references. It's more than my job's worth." I thought it was a good one. Liberian Girl. Always reminds me of George Ware and the Ali Dye story. Can we just focus on George Ware? I wonder if Shaylee's got over the fact that Bake Off got cancelled last tonight. Little slip inside to Bellingham. Walker. Henderson. The Hendersons will all be there. Late of Pablo, Fanker's fair. What a scene. Anyone name that one? That'll get the youngsters quiet. Annie, okay, yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. Ben, you can sing like Sam Ryder. You can have a challenge with him. He's one of the few people who actually has better hair than me, though, doesn't he? He's got beautiful, shiny, long hair, hasn't he? Good old Sam Ryder. Don't need to worry about Bake Off. Bellingham is cooking. You love to see it. Uh, 75 gone 2-1. Why all the full stops, Eugene? Did you Google that, Ben, for the benefit of Mr. Kite? It's a great shout. It's right. More like Sean Wright. Oh, someone just accused me of name dropping. So I won't tell you about the time I didn't meet Sean Ryder, but I met Bez. Here comes Kane. Kane through the middle. Kane, gonna wrap it up. Kane! Oh, yes! Oh, I love shouting out that word when he's scoring for England. He takes it brilliantly, Kane. He's in from the right-hand side, draws the keeper, and you know he is not going to miss that one. Kane, the man. England 3, Italy 1. Euro 2024. Here come England. Kane has done it again. His second of the match. Get in there. Get your comments in on that one. 3-1, England. Got made up about it. It's a great goal. We scored some good goals in this game, haven't we? 2 good goals. How well he takes that. Proper mugs the defender off. Here, look at this if you're synced up with me. Look. Nicks it past him. Look at the strength. Out comes the arm. You ain't getting that. Finish. What a striker. Oh, I don't want to be negative. How have we not won a trophy with these players we've got, for God's sake? He is on Shearer's level, isn't he? There's a debate for you in the chat. Kane gets his second. Beautiful, brilliant. You knew Kane would score that. Can't argue with that. World class centre defender to watch Bake Off. Harry Kane for a hat trick. Get in, lad. Absolutely. Kane, you can kiss me under the mistletoe. Already missing Kane in the Prem. You get taught Sergeant Pepper's in music class at school. That's tremendous. Bez is a legend. Weird handshake. Very, very weird handshake. Thought I was in some kind of weird club. Oh, my God. We are in the presence of greatness. Gazza is at the game. We've just seen him there. Speaking of the greatest England players. There we go. Woof. There's the debate. Will you tell me? Simple one there. Shearer or Kane? Shearer or Kane? It's a very hard one to call, that one, isn't it? Maybe we'll put that up as a poll in future. Can only have one poll per stream. But yeah, let me know, Shearer or Kane. I'll click them all up in a second. They're coming. If someone can count them up for me, that'd be lovely. It is Bastoni at the back. Was it the sub that Kane mugged off there? It was, wasn't it? Right, Shearer or Kane. Let's put some of these up here. Shearer, Kane, Shearer, or Shearer, Kane, Shearer. Kane would probably end up in central midfield in the 90s, wouldn't he? Because Kane, Shearer, Kane, Shearer. There you go. Oh dear. I'm doing that thing though because I'm biased of when I fell in love with football, it was Shearer. So he's just a bit of a god to me. It's hard for me to be objective about this, but it's a good debate, isn't it? So I'm Team Shearer, but I bloody love Kane, I tell you. Here is Di Lorenzo. Plus, Shearer did reply to one of my tweets last year or a couple of years ago, which made me very happy. Cristante. Little clip out wide. I love these tweets. Right, we win in the Euros. That's it. We've got Bellingham. We've got Kane. Gazza's here. 3-1. We win in the Euros. And if we concede in 5 minutes, it's going to be, oh, God, bloody Southgate out. The joys of England. That shielding of the ball Kane does wouldn't fly in the 90s. I know what you mean, but remember, people like Kane would have been able to give the defender a good old smack before going in, whereas they can't now. So it works both ways, I guess, doesn't it? Which Shearer certainly used to do, didn't he? Not only are we winning the Euros, we're winning it in Germany. It's coming home. Oh, dear, we get carried away. We love it. England are heading to the Euros as things stand. A 3-1 lead over Italy. And we have just under 9 minutes of normal time remaining. El Shaarawy. DeMarco. Good press by Foden and Bellingham and Kane. But it's back with Donnarumma. I think, being we're all giddy with that third Harry Kane goal, we should do a like spike, really, shouldn't we? So you got normal rule, you got 9 seconds. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Don't do it again if you have. But it's like spike time right now. Better still, I thought I'd finished that Dubonnet, and I hadn't. There was like that much left, which was a welcome bonus. How are we doing with likes? 85. Thank you, everyone. Maybe we'll get to 100 again. Gay clears it. Foden has covered every inch tonight. He hasn't stopped running. Smash that like button, absolutely. I'll forever be Southgate out, but having this team and thinking we should win a tournament is not overexcited. You're thinking 2002 Brazil fans. Oh, God, that Brazil team in 2002. I love that team. Basically, it was 8 players. Doesn't matter who the other 8 players are. No, to be fair, they had Roberto Carlos and Cafu. But the front 3 was Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and Ronaldo. My God. Keep them on the pitch, and you've already won the World Cup, haven't you? What a front 3 that is. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Rivaldo. And they beat England with 10 blooming men, didn't they? And you can check out my excellent chat with Kieran Dyer, who was there. I mean, might come on as a sub in that game, actually. He was certainly there on the bench if he wasn't. Talking about that Brazilian team. Out he goes. Get your applause emojis in. What a guy. Basically, we all love Jude Bellingham, don't we? What a player. Get your applause emojis in for Jude. Brilliant for the penalty. So good for Rashford's goal as well. Can he win us that damn trophy, Jude? Please. Please. Get your applause in for Jude. Oh, here come England again. This looks like a good scene. Rashford's ahead. Kane switches it out to Grealish, who's just come on. He's going to have to turn back inside. It wasn't the right ball by Kane, but hey, he's on a hat-trick. We won't criticise him. Rice, back to Trippier. Foden. It's back into Gay. Henderson. Walker. They've gone all the way back from Pickford, but to be honest, they're going to stretch the pitch out and keep the ball. I've got no issue with that. Outstanding in the missing link for England. I blooming well hope so, hey? Keep that guy fit. On comes Jack and his calves. I owe you a beer on Friday, don't I, Ian? We'll get there early because I know what the Ipswich away end is going to be like, and I'm not going to. I want my blooming allocated seat before anyone else gets in it. I'm not saying I'm short, but other people in the stand will be taller than me. Pickford's just holding on to it, just running this down now. England have played it well, haven't they? They were a goal down, remember, sort of quarter of an hour or so into the game. That Brazil front three all played for Barcelona. Yes, they did, didn't they? Isn't it a shame that... I wonder, actually, that's a good shout. Can someone look that up? I think none of them would have been there at the same time as the other. I think Ronaldo would have come and gone before Rivaldo came and went, before Ronaldinho came. Can someone look that up? Did any of those three players overlap, those three brilliant Brazilian players? Were they ever at Barca at the same time? I don't think they were. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before because Ronaldo was only at Barca for... So it's only one season, wasn't it? It was ridiculous. It's got about 700 goals. No one sits in the right seat at away games. You do if you get there early enough. The stories of Ronaldinho in training are hilarious. Do you think a player is that good as a right to behave like that? Actually, now don't misquote me on this, but look, I know Messi and Ronaldo are like a level above everybody else, and we get that. But for when he was good, for that short period, and I know Messi did it for like 10 years, Ronaldinho was, and just fantasy football, just like a trick every time he got the ball, just destroying people. Woof. Arguably as fun to watch, if not more fun to watch than Messi. I don't know. He was so good, wasn't he? But only for, what, 18 months or something at that level? 700 goals in one season. That was good wine. I'm exaggerating for effect, John. Enjoy it. Rashford. Gay. Rashford. Back in to Pickford. Famous last words. No, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not saying it. But there's only 90 seconds of normal time remaining. Henderson to Rashford. England dealing with this rather well, I think. Keeping the ball nicely. Foden. Oh, first touch again. Grealish. possibly the only player on the pitch with a better first touch than Foden. As Erling Haaland himself said the other day, if he could take one of Grealish's attributes, it'd be his first touch. Here's Keane. He's barely had a touch, has he? Don't think we mentioned him, have we? It was fun to watch Ronaldinho because he looked, well, exactly. Looked like he was having fun. I said 4-1. Did anyone say 3-1? Anybody say 3-1? Well done if you did. I've got to admit, I wouldn't have had England winning by 2, I don't think. Maybe by 1, but it's been decent, hasn't it? Donnarumma under pressure. They're keeping this press up nicely. They know that qualification is a couple more minutes of running away, don't they? There's a feed, and there is Keane. Pickford looked a bit confused by that shot. He did catch it. I think he thought it was going left, and it went right down the middle. 3-1 for. I said 3-1, but Master is 2-2. Tremendous. Bold predictions tomorrow on the channel. Looking forward to doing them. By the way, sorry if you're a Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday or QPR fan. We did a bit of a look at those guys on the channel today. Thank you, everybody, for watching that particular video. Enjoyed doing it. Hopefully those fans will have something to cheer about. 3-1 Ukraine now. Here comes Scalvini. So there could be, I think it was Anir who pointed it out, there could be quite a lot on that Italy-Ukraine match, the last one of the qualifiers. Pickford hurls that one out. Oof. And Trippier gets caught by Orsolini, who I didn't even see come on. How very dare you tell the truth? I found your 262% increase in Sheffield Wednesday. Well, it is what it is, John. If they win a couple of games in, say, the next 6, that number comes right down, doesn't it? But yeah, when you're without a win, it's always going to be high. There's some confidence. There you go. Look, Wednesday won't go down, Ben. That's what we like to see. The point I was making is that Danny Roll from the word go, basically, I make it they need to be about 15th place form for the entire rest of the season, and they'll get to 45 points. Whether that will be enough to survive, we don't know. But on the 10-year averages, 45 points gives you an 80% survival chance. Here's Keane. Keane drives the shot. Great block by Mark Gay. He turns his back as well. No question of a handball there. Looking forward to Borough Brum. Well, we'll see. I haven't thought about it, to be honest, yet, what we go for. Oh, crossed in. It's gone loose. Well cleared by Jack Grealish, wasn't it? Christmas jumper next video. They'll be out soon. Don't you worry. Kane holds it up. Foden wins it back. Actually, speaking of Foden, get your man of the match shouts in, because I'm sure he'll get a few, won't he? Although Kane has got the 2 goals. Let's know who your man of the match is quickly. Sorry, I've left it late because the whistle is about to go. In fact, it has just gone, and England have qualified for the Euros. Quickly, get your man of the match in for tonight. Is it Kane? Is it Bellingham? Is it Foden? I'm guessing they're going to be the 3. Let me know who you think. I suspect any of them would be acceptable answers. Well, any answers acceptable. It's just your opinion, isn't it? Get your shouts in. Let me click a few of these up. Bellingham, Kane, Jude. Bellingham, Kane, Jude, Bellingham. So you have gone clearly for Jude Bellingham as the man of the match. I think we'll take that's pretty much every England game now, isn't it? You love to see it. England going a goal down in this one. Skamaka in the first half. Bellingham wins the penalty. Rash challenge from Di Lorenzo. Harry Kane puts it home. Really good couple of goals in the second half. First one, Bellingham, Foden, brilliant. Rashford, superb finish and dribble from Rashford. And then Kane does all the work himself for the third goal, just nicks it away from the defender, goes through, strength, finish, goal. Big debate as to whether he's better than Shearer or not. Great debate as well. And speaking of great debate, you lot have been brilliant in the chat tonight. I have really, really enjoyed it. Timmy says, last minute likes. Please do. Yeah, hit like. We've got 95 likes. 95, guys. So I'm going to hit the button. 5 more people surely can hit like to get us to 100. You've got 9 seconds to go. I don't see. Has it gone up yet? 96, 97. I wonder whether we're going to go over the 100. But I really, really do appreciate all your support. Do have a think about joining up as a member, and you can join the WhatsApp group, join the roundtables, all of that good stuff. Great hanging out with all of you. We'll be back with the bold predictions tomorrow during the day. I'll get that out in the afternoon or something. And then Thursday night, championship check-in. Come and join us for that 7 p.m. with Sam Parkin. I'll be at Ipswich Rotherham on Saturday, and then it's 3-game week. So it'll be Hot Takes Sunday, Bold Predictions Monday. And we will be back again for another watch-along. Leicester v Sunderland on Tuesday night, I believe, is the one. Have we got to 100 likes? Mine says 99. You lot are telling me 100. There we go, 100. You lot are absolute bloody legends, aren't you? Bye to Thomas, to Dave, man of the match, whoever brought up 68 days to Christmas. Paul, legend, Nick Knack, Jackie, Matty, Ian, see you on Friday, matey. Have we all ever said thank you to everyone? Vindaloo, there you go. Appreciate the hell out of all of you lot. Appreciate the hell out of England who have qualified for the Euros. Harry Kane with 2 goals. We will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching.